Michael Badgley set to kick off.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They go play action with Eason. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Well, he brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the... end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this will make it into the end zone. And deep in his own territory, calls up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the 17-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they finally put it into this return. But not before he's all the way down to the 37. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And long.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the gun is Eason. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off play action. Eason eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. Well, he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Seattle.
They'll try and run for it, 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through.
Seahawks 17. Rams nothing. Michael Badgley set to...
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. taken in the end zone. Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The first quarter of this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
24. Rams nothing.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Results.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now Eason. He'll buy some time right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Eason. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
The kick
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Rams nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin will pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Michael Badgley.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the 1st half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and this one will be brought back to the 22. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
He was brought down by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slings one that's incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Blitz, watch the blitz.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Second and 5.
Complete. That's Powers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yeah, he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability.
And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Going for Metcalf on the deep. The guy's made complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squeak kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, Jacob Eason going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 59 yards for him on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Powers. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, but both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Eason gets this one to Juszczyk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Eason. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
It's now second and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Eason, he lets it fly for Lockett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
The 3-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for number 7.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey. The play happened, got caught for the penalty.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete to number
DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Rams 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 23. mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. To throw again, Eason. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3-yard line. Eason sets to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Taken in the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Off play action. Eason. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Off the play fake. Eason, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Number 13.
From 6 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
28-yard line.
On the counter, this is Akers. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and
going right back to Akers. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
a 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, a throw right center taken in here to start this drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Badgley lining up for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
42-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. It's fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And then here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Going for Metcalf on the deep. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.